This land once belonged to the ancient River Rock people. Sadly, however, a massive earthquake happened about 2,000 years ago, which caused a bunch of stones to collapse over the river, and they weren't able to move it. But I think I can, because I found the ancient golden pickaxe. Yes, this pickaxe has a special ore that allows me to break through this stone. And, as I suspected, there's definitely water in here. Did it! Yes! Flow! Look at it, everyone. The ancient river is flowing once again. Sadly, however, through time, sand and other debris has blown in the way of the river reaching the rest of this ancient plateau. That's where the creative world shaper comes in. You see, this area was once a great lake. And in order to get the river to the rest of the areas that need it, including this lake bed over here, I will need to use this creative world shaper to help break down some barriers. Now, I know what you guys are saying. How can this little teeny mod gun help with completely terraforming this entire terrain? Well, that's just the thing. It acts like World Edit, but better. At least in my opinion. I don't use World Edit much. So, if you like World Edit, don't get mad. Please. Now this bad boy has several options, and as I just demonstrated, you can left click to select the type of block you want to replace other blocks with or fill in the area with. But for now, I'm going to go hit shift like I just did and right click, and then I'm going to go to clear, and of course, adjust this way down low because we don't want to clear that much. Let's just go to 5 real quick. And of course you can do this, so it carves a nice path from the river to the other side. And then we can use the fill command, as seen here, to do water replace water so that it starts to grow. Now that the river has been fully integrated into this lake, I can search for some eggs. I know what you're saying. What eggs could survive for 2,000 years? Well, from my studies with the famous Capybara Danielson, and that is a special process by which eggs can remain dormant for hundreds, if not thousands of years. There it is! It is exactly what I thought it was. Got it! If my calculations are correct. Yes. That is right. It's a Spinosaurus egg. And now, I can help bring them back to the modern day. Alright everyone, now I'm going to use this weapon to transform this ugly little broken area and turn it beautiful. So I'm going to make it look more natural. Would you look at that? It beautifully landscapes the place so it doesn't look like chunky blocks. And it makes it blend together wonderfully. I can always switch the settings and do fill, turn the height down a bit, and fill in this bottom area right here. Switch back to flatten, switch this up, which helps blend the textures together. It's really cool. Alright, this area needs to be cleared so the river can get to this other lake bed. Now in order to do that, we're going to hit shift and right click, and we're going to scroll down to cluster. And you have two settings, which is clear and replace, and we're going to be doing clear. So yeah, it does a pretty decent job of clearing the area. It does kind of make it look more natural, so if you want to clear an area, definitely use this mode. Next, we're going to look at the height of the water and place some water down along these sides here, like so. Guys, if there's one thing I've learned, it's that deserts get awfully cool at night. And that leads me to today's sponsor. I don't have a sponsor. Alright, now that you've filled in this area, you can use the fill command and just watch as the water magically comes together. Just like that, the lake is full. Okay, next we need to connect this all the way down here. And to do that, we're going to have to open up a passageway. So switch to cluster, turn up the range a bit, and let's do this. Now we are placing water along the sides of the river, new river area. We're going to be doing the place option. Place down some barriers here. And we're gonna want to do flatten here and make this look as natural as humanly possible. And as you can see, it's doing its job swimmingly. For here, we're going to place some more sand here just to kind of create a little barrier. And then we're going to switch back to flatten. And now we can fill this area with water too. Now that this area has fully been covered by water along the sides, you can use the fill command to quite easily fill in the entire lake bed. To make the place look less ugly, we're going to go back to flatten and increase the width, height, and length. And it really does an amazing job of just re-flattening the area and making it look more natural. Okay, I know you guys are probably tired of doing water and flattening out areas. So we are going to be turning this desert wasteland into a tree-filled grassland paradise. In order to turn this into the paradise we all want, we have to left-click on this grass block and then mess with a few settings. First, we need to have it rain. That way the sand is nice and soft for us to put nutrients back into it. Alright, it's been raining, and now it's ready to receive the luscious nutrients. So we go into settings here, go to cluster, and we switch up the range to a really big number. And instead of doing clear, we do replace. And as you can see, if we right click, it is now being turned into grass. And it only does the cluster that you want to be done. That's why the mode is called cluster. And yeah, different rocks and sediment and dirt will all have their own variations of lusciousness. And if you guys want to terraform this map just like me, I have a link in the description down below. So, yeah, do this thing. Guys, you'll never believe what I just found. A woolly mammoth. Man, has this guy been hiding away in the desert this whole time? Huh. And I didn't believe Capybara Danielson when he said there was cryptid reports of a woolly mammoth in the desert. I could have known. Alright then, back to terraforming. Thanks to the rain from Providence and the river, creatures like frogs are coming back. Thanks to the rain, I was able to figure out that these mountaintops were once covered in a beautiful, lush, mossy dirt texture, which means that we're going to have to switch up the settings on our world shaper. Switch to cuboid, then go to overlay. Once we do that, We can then increase the width and the length. Let's do that. Then we'll click on here, and yes, it works wonderfully. But I'm sure we can do better than this. Let's switch it up a notch. Yeah, let's go. The overlay doesn't completely get rid of the blocks, but what it does do is help cover it in moss. Create a nice overlayer. Alright everyone, let's begin the process for hatching the baby Spino. Now that it's day, we can see the final result of all the moss on the mountains. And as you can see, it has made quite the significant impact on the ecosystem. And I shouldn't be surprised if more and more animals start to come around. Wow, I've gotten quite the plant specimen. This Pewin sapling. Ho ho! Now that is beautiful. So, place this down. Let's turn this down a bit here. Let's just keep this, alright. I click it, and I should be able to place it. Yeah, all over the place. So, that works out nicely. And we can even do a checkerboard pattern so that way we get trees in a certain radius, and we can do the length here, so we can go like this, and we can plant these trees all over the place. That way they'll grow into beautiful tree forests. Pretty good, but I think I'd like to see what this does. Spreads them out a bit more and makes them a bit more natural. Now, if you guys can't wait for all the trees to grow, all you have to do is game rule or random tick speed, set all the way to 50. And the trees will begin to pop up right before your very eyes. Make sure you have a strong computer, because this process might be a bit too much for your computer. I was wandering through the forest and look what I found. A little rain frog. Hi, buddy. How you doing? So cute. Look like a happy little guy. Looks like he likes the restoration. And a fly, too. Okay, that's cool. Alright, everyone. I'm going to do a little bit more treescaping and plantscaping, but the rest is up to you. You have to use your imagination in order to create your own paradises. But I'm not going to leave you guys in the dust. Of course I'm going to finish the end of the story. Besides, this Spinosaurus is almost ready to hatch. As you can see, these leviathans are usually used to swimming in hotter waters. However, they can fully adapt to their cold environment and become normal plesiosaurs. These creatures are very dangerous, so please do not go in the water. Time to release him into the wild. Look at him. He's a beast to be reckoned with. The Spinosaurus has been returned to his ancient homeland. Now he can fish and enjoy himself in this beautiful paradise. Guys, I have found the final piece to the puzzle. This Tyrannosaurus. Okay. Let's not be hasty. Oh, it's actually quite friendly. Ow! Never mind. It gives me joy to realize that this once deserty place is now a paradise. It feels good. The River Raw people are back and rebuilding their village. There's frogs here, snow leopards, woolly mammoths have returned. I don't even know how that happened. Pteranodons have come out of the woodwork, and this place is now a beacon of light once more. Thanks for watching, guys. It was a real fun experience teaching you guys how to use the World Shaper tool. But now, if you'll excuse me, I have to go meet Captain Danielson.